Jessa Duggar, a well-known figure from the hit TLC reality show *19 Kids and Counting*, has always been in the spotlight for her family values, faith-based lifestyle, and growing brood of children. Recently, she made headlines once again by announcing an exciting new chapter in her life. She's expecting another baby. The news was met with joy from fans who have followed Jessa's journey over the years. But what truly stood out about this announcement wasn't just the pregnancy itself. It was how Jessa took time to highlight her favorite humans as part of sharing the happy milestone. For those familiar with Jessa's story, it comes as no surprise that family is at the core of everything she does. From her upbringing as one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children to becoming a mother herself, Jessa has consistently emphasized the importance of cherishing loved ones. In her heartfelt message accompanying the pregnancy reveal, she didn't simply focus on the excitement of welcoming another child into their home. Instead, she turned the moment into an opportunity to celebrate the people who mean the most to her, the very foundation of her happiness and strength. In her post, Jessa began by expressing gratitude for her husband, Ben Seawald. Describing him as her rock, partner, and best friend, Jessa painted a picture of a marriage built on mutual love, respect, and teamwork. She shared anecdotes about their journey together, highlighting moments when Ben had supported her through challenges and celebrated victories alongside her. Their bond, forged through shared experiences and unwavering commitment, serves as the backbone of their family. By calling Ben one of her favorite humans, Jessa underscored the profound impact he has had on her life, not only as a spouse, but also as a co-parent dedicated to raising their children with strong moral values. Next, Jessa turned her attention to her existing children, Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy Jane, and Samuel. Each child holds a special place in her heart, and she made sure to acknowledge them individually. Spurgeon, her eldest, has grown into a curious and compassionate young boy, often taking on the role of big brother with pride. Henry, known for his infectious laughter and adventurous spirit, brings boundless energy to the household. Ivy Jane, the only daughter so far, is described as sweet, thoughtful, and full of creativity. And then there's Samuel, the youngest before the upcoming addition, whose mischievous charm lights up every room he enters. Jessa spoke candidly about the joys and challenges of motherhood, noting how each stage of parenthood has taught her something new about patience, sacrifice, and unconditional love. Her words conveyed deep admiration for her kids, not just as extensions of herself and Ben, but as unique individuals shaping the world around them. Referring to them as her favorite humans was more than just a sentimental phrase. It was a testament to the immense love and fulfillment they bring to her daily life. Beyond her immediate family, Jessa also took time to honor her extended Duggar clan. Growing up in such a large family meant that siblings were never far away, whether offering advice, lending a helping hand, or simply providing companionship during tough times. Jessa reminisced about childhood memories spent playing games, attending homeschool lessons, and embarking on family trips, all moments that shaped her identity and instilled lifelong lessons about unity and resilience. Her siblings continue to play significant roles in her adult life, serving as confidants, cheerleaders, and sources of inspiration. Whether it's discussing parenting strategies with Jill or seeking fashion tips from Jinger, Jessa finds immense value in maintaining close relationships with her brothers and sisters. Even amidst occasional disagreements or differing viewpoints, the Duggar siblings remain steadfast in their support for one another, a testament to the enduring power of sibling bonds. Of course, no tribute would be complete without mentioning Jessa's parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. As pillars of strength and wisdom, they've guided their children through life's ups and downs while fostering an environment rooted in faith and tradition. Jessa expressed immense gratitude for their example, crediting them with instilling principles that continue to guide her own parenting style today. Through their unwavering dedication to family, Jim Bob and Michelle have created a legacy that extends far beyond their immediate household. Another recurring theme in Jessa's reflections was the role of faith and community in her life. Raised in a devout Christian household, Jessa has long relied on her spiritual beliefs to navigate life's complexities. Prayer, scripture study, and fellowship with like-minded individuals provide her with solace and direction, especially during uncertain times. This sense of connection to something greater than herself fuels her optimism and reinforces her commitment to nurturing meaningful relationships. Additionally, Jessa acknowledged the broader community of friends, neighbors, and fans who have rallied behind her throughout various seasons of life. From offering prayers during difficult pregnancies to celebrating milestones like birthdays and anniversaries, these individuals form an integral part of her support network. Their kindness and encouragement remind her that she's never alone, even when facing daunting challenges. As Jessa looks forward to expanding her family once again, she radiates hope and excitement about the future. While pregnancy can be physically demanding and emotionally taxing, she approaches it with characteristic grace and determination. Drawing strength from her favorite humans, she feels empowered to embrace whatever lies ahead with open arms. The upcoming arrival will undoubtedly add another layer of joy and complexity to Jessa's already bustling household. Yet, if past experiences are any indication, she'll meet the challenge head-on, leaning on her loved ones for guidance and reassurance. After all, it's these cherished connections that make life's journey worthwhile. Jessa Duggar's recent pregnancy announcement served as a poignant reminder of the things that truly matter in life: family, faith, and community. By shining a light on her favorite humans, she invited others to reflect on their own relationships and consider whom they hold dear. At its core, her message transcended mere personal news. It became a universal call to cherish the people who enrich our lives and remind us of what it means to love and be loved. As Jessa prepares to welcome her fifth child, she does so surrounded by a circle of support that exemplifies the beauty of human connection. It's clear that her favorite humans aren't just important figures in her story. They're the essence of her happiness and the driving force behind her continued growth as a wife, mother, and individual. And for that reason, her announcement resonated deeply with countless admirers who see in her journey a reflection of their own hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Jinger Duggar, a well-known figure from the reality TV show *19 Kids and Counting*, recently shared intimate details about the birth of her second child, Finn. In an era where oversharing has become commonplace on social media platforms, Jinger's candid account of her labor experience stands out as both deeply personal and refreshingly honest. The news that she chose to have her baby induced sparked conversations among fans and critics alike, shedding light on the realities of modern childbirth while also inviting scrutiny over how much detail is appropriate to share publicly. The decision to induce labor is one many expectant mothers face for various reasons: medical necessity, convenience, or simply wanting more control over their delivery timeline. For Jinger, this choice was not made lightly, but rather after careful consideration with her healthcare team. Her openness about the process provides insight into what it means to navigate pregnancy today, balancing tradition with contemporary medical practices, managing expectations in a public eye, and ultimately prioritizing the health and well-being of both mother and child. As we delve deeper into Jinger's story, we uncover layers of vulnerability and strength. From the initial consultation with her doctor to the final moments leading up to Finn's arrival, every step reveals the emotional rollercoaster inherent in bringing new life into the world. This narrative isn't just about the mechanics of childbirth, it's about the human experience, the fears, hopes, joys, and challenges that accompany such a monumental event. Through her words, readers gain a glimpse into the raw beauty of parenthood and the profound impact of sharing these sacred moments with others. The induction process began early on a crisp morning, with Jinger arriving at the hospital accompanied by her husband, Jeremy Volo. As they settled into the birthing suite, the atmosphere was a mix of anticipation and calm. The medical staff moved efficiently around them, preparing for the procedure that would soon commence. Jinger described feeling a whirlwind of emotions, excitement tinged with anxiety, as she awaited the first signs of labor contractions. Once the induction commenced, synthetic oxytocin was administered through an IV drip to stimulate uterine contractions. The initial doses were gentle, allowing Jinger's body to adjust gradually. She recounted the surreal sensation of lying there, feeling the first faint tightening of her abdomen, knowing that each contraction was a step closer to meeting her baby. As hours passed, the intensity increased, and the room filled with the rhythmic beeping of monitors, tracking both her vital signs and those of her unborn child. Throughout the day, Jeremy remained steadfast by her side, offering words of encouragement and comfort. They held hands tightly during particularly strong contractions, finding solace in each other's presence. Nurses periodically checked Jinger's progress, adjusting the medication as needed to maintain a steady progression of labor. Despite the controlled environment, there were moments when doubt crept in. Was her body responding adequately? Would everything go according to plan? By late afternoon, the contractions had reached their peak, and Jinger found herself navigating the fine line between endurance and exhaustion. Each wave brought her closer to the culmination of months of anticipation. It was a grueling yet transformative journey, marked by resilience and determination. The support from her medical team and Jeremy provided the strength she needed to push through the pain, holding onto the promise of finally holding her newborn son in her arms. After enduring hours of intense contractions, the moment Jinger had been waiting for finally arrived. With one last powerful push, she gave birth to her son, Finn, who entered the world with a resounding cry. The room erupted in joyous cheers as Jinger and Jeremy gazed down at their newborn, overwhelmed by the rush of emotions that only parenthood can bring. Tears streamed down Jinger's face as she cradled Finn close, marveling at his tiny features and perfect little fingers gripping hers instinctively. In the immediate aftermath of delivery, the medical team swiftly attended to Finn, ensuring he was healthy and stable. They cleaned him gently before wrapping him snugly in a soft blanket and placing him back in Jinger's arms. The warmth of his small body against hers felt surreal, grounding her in the present moment amidst the whirlwind of sensations. Jeremy leaned over, tears brimming in his eyes, whispering words of love and gratitude to both Jinger and their newest family member. As they sat together, basking in the glow of new life, Jinger reflected on the journey that led them here. Every contraction, every anxious thought, every ounce of effort had culminated in this miraculous instant. Holding Finn, she felt an indescribable sense of fulfillment, a deep-seated contentment that comes from creating and nurturing life. Jeremy captured these precious first moments on camera, documenting the start of their expanded family's story. Amidst the flurry of activity, nurses took measurements and performed routine checks, all while Jinger and Jeremy soaked in every detail of their son's appearance. His tuft of dark hair, delicate nose, and expressive eyes seemed to mirror aspects of both parents, forging an instant connection. The bond formed in those initial minutes was palpable, setting the stage for the lifelong relationship they would build together. Surrounded by love and support, Jinger and Jeremy knew they were embarking on a beautiful new chapter, filled with endless possibilities and boundless affection. In the days following Finn's birth, Jinger took time to reflect on her journey into motherhood once again. This second experience brought a unique blend of familiarity and newfound challenges. While she had navigated the waters of childbirth before with her daughter Felicity, each pregnancy carried its own set of intricacies and emotions. Jinger openly discussed how her perspective on parenting evolved, acknowledging the growth in patience, resilience, and unconditional love that came naturally with having another child. She expressed gratitude for the lessons learned from her firstborn, which prepared her mentally and emotionally for welcoming Finn. Jinger also delved into the complexities of sharing such private moments with the public. As a public figure, she understood the weight of her influence and the curiosity surrounding her life choices. Choosing to disclose details about Finn's birth was not taken lightly. It stemmed from a desire to connect authentically with her audience. By being transparent, Jinger hoped to offer reassurance to other mothers facing similar decisions regarding inductions or any aspect of childbirth. Her intention was to foster a community where experiences could be shared without judgment, promoting understanding and empathy. However, Jinger acknowledged the double-edged sword of living under the spotlight. While some praised her honesty, others critiqued her openness, questioning whether certain aspects should remain private. Despite this, she maintained that sharing her story empowered her and potentially helped demystify the often overwhelming process of childbirth for others. Balancing privacy with public engagement required constant mindfulness, yet Jinger believed the benefits outweighed the drawbacks. Ultimately, her reflections underscored a commitment to authenticity, recognizing that true connection arises from genuine vulnerability. Jinger Duggar's decision to share the intimate details of Finn's birth underscores the evolving landscape of societal norms around public disclosure. In an age where transparency is increasingly valued, her openness invites us to reconsider traditional boundaries of privacy. By embracing vulnerability, Jinger not only connects deeply with her audience, but also contributes to a broader conversation about the diverse experiences of motherhood. Her story encourages others to find strength in authenticity, reminding us that sharing our journeys can foster understanding and solidarity. Amy Duggar, a well-known name in the world of reality television and part of the famous Duggar family from TLC's *19 Kids and Counting*, has been making headlines recently, but not for reasons tied to her public persona or lifestyle choices. Instead, attention has turned to her husband, who is reportedly facing possible life-threatening medical concerns. While details remain scarce due to privacy considerations, the situation has sparked widespread concern among fans and followers of the couple. This development sheds light on how personal struggles can impact even those who seem to lead idyllic lives, reminding us all that behind every public figure lies a deeply human story. Before delving into the specifics of this challenging period, it's essential to understand Amy Duggar's journey thus far. Born as Amy King, she grew up within the tight-knit confines of the Duggar household alongside her numerous siblings. Raised with strong religious values and an emphasis on family unity, Amy became accustomed to living under the spotlight after *19 Kids and Counting* premiered in 2008. Her marriage to her husband marked another chapter in her life, one filled with shared dreams and aspirations. Together, they have built a partnership rooted in faith, mutual respect, and dedication to their community. However, like any relationship, theirs has faced its share of challenges, though none quite as daunting as what they are currently enduring. Reports about Amy's husband began surfacing when sources close to the couple revealed that he had started experiencing unusual symptoms. These included persistent fatigue, unexplained weight loss, and episodes of dizziness. At first, these signs were attributed to stress or overwork, given his busy schedule balancing professional commitments and family responsibilities. However, as time went on, the severity and frequency of his symptoms increased, prompting the couple to seek medical advice. Initial consultations led to a series of tests, including blood work, imaging scans, and other diagnostic procedures. While awaiting results, Amy took to social media to express gratitude for the outpouring of support from fans and friends. She emphasized the importance of prayer and positivity during uncertain times, reflecting her unwavering faith. Despite her outward composure, insiders noted that Amy appeared visibly worried, hinting at the gravity of the situation. When doctors finally delivered their preliminary findings, the news was sobering. Though specific diagnoses remain undisclosed, there are indications that Amy's husband may be dealing with a serious health condition, one that could potentially pose life-threatening risks if left untreated. Medical experts familiar with similar cases suggest that such conditions often require aggressive treatment plans involving surgery, chemotherapy, or long-term medication regimens. For a man known for his vitality and active lifestyle, this revelation must feel nothing short of devastating. As word spread about Amy's husband's health concerns, speculation ran rampant online. Some speculated about autoimmune disorders, while others wondered whether cancer might be involved. Without concrete information, rumors swirled unchecked, adding an extra layer of difficulty for the couple. In response, Amy issued a heartfelt statement urging fans to refrain from jumping to conclusions and instead focus on offering prayers and encouragement. "We appreciate your love and concern," she wrote, "but please respect our need for privacy as we navigate this challenging season." Despite her plea, the lack of transparency fueled further curiosity. Media outlets scrambled to piece together fragments of information, often relying on anonymous tips or unverified accounts. One report claimed that Amy's husband had already begun undergoing treatment, though neither Amy nor her representatives confirmed this. Another source suggested that the couple planned to relocate temporarily to be closer to specialized care facilities, a move that would undoubtedly disrupt their daily routines, but underscored the seriousness of the situation. Through it all, Amy maintained a brave front, attending church services and continuing to engage with her community whenever possible. Friends describe her as resilient yet understandably shaken by recent events. They say she leans heavily on her faith during moments of doubt, drawing strength from Scripture and the belief that God will see them through this trial. Her steadfastness serves as both a comfort and inspiration to those watching from afar. In times of crisis, having a robust support system can make all the difference, and Amy appears fortunate in this regard. Her large extended family, including parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has rallied around her and her husband, providing emotional support and practical assistance where needed. Siblings and in-laws have stepped up to help manage day-to-day tasks, allowing Amy to focus on being present for her spouse. Their collective efforts reflect the deep bonds that characterize the Duggar clan, proving that family truly is everything. Beyond familial ties, Amy has also leaned on her faith community. Regular prayer meetings and Bible study sessions offer solace and remind her of the power of collective intercession. Church members have organized meal trains, babysitting schedules, and fundraising initiatives to ease the financial burden associated with ongoing medical expenses. Such acts of kindness demonstrate the ripple effect of compassion and reinforce the idea that no one should face adversity alone. Professionally, Amy has temporarily scaled back her commitments to prioritize her husband's recovery. Colleagues and collaborators have expressed understanding and flexibility, recognizing the unique demands of this situation. By creating space for healing, Amy ensures that her energy remains focused on what matters most, standing by her partner's side through thick and thin. While the road ahead remains uncertain, Amy and her husband's experience offers valuable lessons for anyone navigating similar challenges. First and foremost, it highlights the importance of proactive healthcare. Early detection and intervention can significantly improve outcomes, underscoring the need for regular checkups and open communication with medical professionals. Additionally, maintaining transparency, within reason, helps combat misinformation and fosters genuine connections with supporters. Equally significant is the role of mental and spiritual well-being in coping with illness. Amy's reliance on prayer, scripture, and community demonstrates how faith-based practices can provide stability amidst chaos. Similarly, prioritizing self-care and seeking professional counseling can equip caregivers with the tools necessary to avoid burnout and sustain hope. Looking forward, the couple faces many unknowns. Treatment protocols, recovery timelines, and potential complications loom large, casting shadows over once certain plans. Yet, amidst the uncertainty, there exists a glimmer of optimism. With determination, resilience, and an army of loved ones cheering them on, Amy and her husband stand poised to confront whatever comes next, together. The unfolding saga surrounding Amy Duggar's husband reminds us that life is unpredictable, regardless of appearances. Behind the polished facade of celebrity lies the same vulnerability and fragility that touch us all. As Amy navigates this trying chapter, she exemplifies grace under pressure, leaning on her faith, family, and friends to weather the storm. Her story resonates because it speaks to universal truths about love, perseverance, and the indomitable human spirit. To those following along, let Amy's journey serve as a reminder to cherish your loved ones, prioritize your health, and never underestimate the power of community. Life's trials may test us, but they also reveal our capacity for courage and compassion. And perhaps, in witnessing Amy's unwavering commitment to her husband, we find renewed inspiration to face our own battles with hope and resolve.